Hi y'all, I'm Black's Lives. I think it's time we play a little Minecraft. Whoa, look at the pile of zombies. Uh, so I've been working on the lava park here, and I actually came back to grab some more bits and pieces. Thought maybe it was a good time to get started here. Alright, let's see. Spent my... Well, first I went to work, because we had extra time to make up this week. Not make up, in addition to additional hours of jobs. All that computer stuff that they wanted to get done before the weekend, so I agreed, went back in, and so I did that for most of the afternoon, morning. I guess it started in the morning, right? I got out of bed, I went to work. And by went back in, I mean sat down on my computer and started working on stuff. Yeah, I worked on that for most of the day. It's been that kind of week, really. I wasn't as bad as last week. Last week was terrible. I was upstairs just a little bit ago and they were complaining about how busy they've been this week, sitting around watching television doing nothing. And I'm like, please. Well, I had to do the dishes one day, and I had to take the trash out, and like, come on, alright. I have to do everything around here. That's what one of them says. I have to do everything around here. No, no. You took the trash out, you get the mail. That's not everything. Uh, yeah, I know last week was really hectic, with multiple errands run for other people on top of everything else that was going on. And next week's probably going to be really busy too. I'm still trying to work out in my head how that's all going to work. I'm pretty sure I'm going to wind up taking Monday off from work. And because I am totally taking Monday off from work to play Dungeons and Dragons. And you know, when I say take time off from work, I just mean not work that day. My job does not have days off like that. My job is a you work. But once you get done with your work for the week, then you're done for the week. So if you get it all done in a couple of days, then you're done in a couple of days. If you which is nice. And if you don't get it done in a couple of days, well, you know, then you gotta take more days. So I wait, is this supposed to be out this far? I think it is. Uh, but yeah, so I'm not going to do anything on Monday, which means I'm going to have to make up for that on another day next week. Okay, now. Trying to figure out how to get these roof parts done in here. Right, because this part here would be different. What did I do? You know, I ran this side of the building out farther than that side of the building. Wow. I totally don't have this in here correctly. It's alright, though. We'll just run this out one more. And it'll be fine. It will be fine. Okay. And then I can just fix that other part when I come back through here. Yeah, it's been pretty quiet. Most of the family is gone. And won't be back until... I think that this one down here is going to be done too, like that. Won't be back until Sunday, so that's why we're going to be playing on Monday. Alright, this is looking pretty good, I think. I like it. Let's see how this... I gotta figure out what to do with the roof on the front here, though, because it's a little... Like, maybe I need to run the entryway up higher, I think is what I'm gonna have to do. But I'm gonna need some other colors of concrete, so I might wind up having to run out and dig up some supplies here. I think I am out... No, I've got gravel and sand. I'm gonna have to make up some white concrete, and I'm gonna have to make up some, or grab my black concrete that I took back already, which I'm gonna need a little bit more of. But I also need to get some andesite, because I don't have too much in the way of andesite at the moment either. That's not true, though. I might have a bunch of andesite over there. I should probably go... Let me get rid of this cobblestone somewhere, and then I'm going to go check. Cobblestone, 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 cobblestone. We'll keep some cobblestone. Let me grab... where did I put that black concrete? Right there. Concrete. Oh, and I'm gonna need some bone meal. Bone meal. It's all in blocks, isn't it? Nope, nope, nope. It's not right there. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're I don't know why they couldn't bother to let me know, but I guess they've switched over our Thursday night gaming sessions, which is when I normally do D&D, but for that group, those are switching to Mondays, and I guess they switched this week, and nobody told me. I didn't think we were switching until... Okay. Is that block different from everything else? What the heck? Why is that block a different color? What are you? That's not even stone. What is that? That's some light gray concrete powder in there for some reason. That's weird. Oh, you know what? I bet it pushed the stone one block in. I must have... It did. I didn't even notice. Look at that. That's so weird. Is that my silk touch yet? It pushed everything over. That's hilarious. Get back in there. I don't have a freaking axe, so... Like, I noticed that was sticking out there, but I didn't think about it. I didn't give two thoughts about why it was all weird. Okay, now let's get back over here. And so I've been really busy this week, crazy busy, and like I said, today, which is usually my day off, I worked, and then well, I got working. I actually threw a coat of color on one of my new miniatures. Not that I'm an amazing miniature painter, but I thought it'd be fun to get some miniatures matching our D&D characters. Not for them, but for me. I guess if they don't buy theirs quick, maybe I'll get them some for Christmas. But I got some for the character I play and another character that will be joining us soon. Possibly Monday, even. I don't know, because I've got a couple of things planned. Ow. And I'm not sure they'll be able to get to where she's at in time. Okay, I'm going to wait to make sure this thing is working. Yeah. Alright, you're good. Well, I can't leave it because it's only going to be able to push out, what, 8 blocks, I think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I need to wait for a bit here, so I guess I'll be mining white concrete here for a second. So because I haven't gotten very far into actually, painting the thing. And so they basically put on the primer coat and then one round of color, because you got to paint them in layers, and so I did one round of color of the guy that I normally play, and so I've been using him for a while. He's not fully painted the way I want to do it, but it's good enough for right now till I get the gumption to actually sit there and go over it really carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I want to say I should be able to just leave the rest of this just to go. What was the other thing I was going to get while I was here? I needed white concrete, and I needed... Oh, yeah, andesite. And I was going to go check the boxes over here to see if they have andesite in them. And so... we... Anyways, so I've been using the one. It's got a full coat color. I've gone over it and touched up the spots that were still white or light gray, I guess, is the color of the primer I'm using. Do you have andesite in here? I know I was just over here and I don't remember. I do. A very, very tiny amount. Alright, well, we'll leave you with your one block andesite, so I know that's the andesite chest. Because they might possibly meet her on Monday, I wanted to get the primary coat of colors on my other figure. I ordered her character. Like, I had her created and ready to go when they met her back in June. And I finally decided to order miniatures in July. I placed my order on July 1st. And, so, yeah. It's been... It's been sitting around since July 14th, waiting to be painted, waiting for them to get close enough for me to think, I should probably get on this. And I think today's like, what, the 11th? Yeah. So it's taken them almost 2 months to get to her character. And my Thursday night D&D, one of the guys couldn't make it, and so the DM decided to run us with a one shot, it's called, which means it's a story that has little to no connection with what you normally run, and a lot of times you play it with different characters. And so I totally have been so excited about playing this new character that when we did the one shot, I actually made the same class as the new character. And so I have played with her class, and I've really, really enjoyed it. And so I really, really am looking forward to checking out her. Now, see, that can't be right. Yeah, I've got the roof screwed up. Dang it. But that'll be maybe Monday. It depends on how long it takes them to get through things. They literally got trapped fighting last week against the opener for close to an hour and a half, which is crazy. Although some of that's because we tried something new. And I'm tweaking that, actually, for Monday's session, since it's a brand new thing. I know I talked about it a little bit before, but D&D is not a set-in-stone kind of thing. And the rule books are suggestions more than rules. And so they've got... I mean, they're rules, but you don't have to follow the rules if you don't want to. Nobody can make you, just as long as everybody that you're playing with understands what the rules are gonna be. Which is the one thing that irritates me is when I play with somebody who changes the rules. I'm looking at you, Tuesday night D&D game. Because you never... And I've talked about this before, but you can't... You know what? I saw a whole round of caves today. I'm going to go explore these caves while I talk, because I need andesite and to finish off the outside of this building, and there's no better place to find andesite than underground, I think. Boing, boing, boing. But I know our Tuesday night games, the guy who runs those, changes up the rules all the time, and so you never know what decision to make, because I also need iron, so it don't hurt my feelings to go exploring a little bit. But you never know what decision to make, because you don't know how he's going to react to what you've decided to do. And like for example, 1 week, yeah, I need to shut this down now. You think that was fast enough to stop the... Oh no, nope, definitely was not fast enough to stop the water. 1 week. Okay, the big deal is, the big issue is that he doesn't want his character to be touched, like attacked, even though his character is a melee character who's supposed to be up front and protecting the people who you don't want attacked. Like, I don't know, your healer, which is what I play, or your caster who can't keep their spell. Not gravel. We came for andesite. No, I saw a cave over here. I wanted to see if it went anywhere. Oh, I actually show you something weird I saw too. Check this out down here if you can see it. It's pretty dark. I don't think this is the right spot actually. It's over here. Over here where I saw the cave. Yeah, see, look, there's a cave. Well, there's a cave somewhere over here, I think. But I thought this was pretty weird down in here. The game has spawned in air pockets, but when you put in the torch, the air pockets, then the water next to them updates. And then there's no more air pockets. I thought that was weird. Anyways, so we're playing the game, and we're fighting a big group of undead. Yeah, this doesn't go in... It does go somewhere, look at that. This is kind of cool. Probably going to need this coal. Whoops. Need that andesite, I do. And so we're fighting this big group of undead. And so the you know, we get our characters positioned in the combat, and there's this thing called flanking, where your character's in one spot, and bad guy moves on either side. Then they use a rule called, well, they don't have to. That's a rule that you can use, and we use it. I don't know if I like it or not. I use it in my own game, but I don't know if I like it or not. I think some of that'll change with our new initiative system that we're using, but so we're you know, the zombies, they move on either side of the guy's character, and he runs out of movement, and so he can't move away from where the zombies have moved to this turn. And so he just randomly decides at that point, undead, this is what he says, undead are not smart enough to take advantage of flanking. Which is not really how that works. Uh, because the way flanking works is that if let's see, I've got some blocks. Let's use some blocks. All right. So let's say this is you. All right, and this is a bad guy, and this is a bad guy. So the way it works is that the bad guys on either side are attacking you, and so you have to be watching both bad guys at the same time, so that you don't get super damaged. And so you are slightly distracted, and which gives the bad guys advantage on their attacks. So somehow, even though the zombies are on both sides, they're not smart enough to take advantage of something that is actually a fact that the person being attacked is distracted and has nothing to do with an ability of the creatures that are attacking you. I don't know, but he said they couldn't do it. So then we fast forward to this last week's session, and he has the undead walk past his guy, which he's done many times now, past his guy to attack my guy, and there's 3 of us that play, and so the third guy's character. And because they wind up on opposite sides of our characters, he immediately gives them flanking bonus. And I'm like, well, you said undead weren't smart enough to do that. He's like, well, let me look. Maybe these are more intelligent, and they're not. And he's like, well, I'm just gonna say these are smarter than your average undead, and so they know to take advantage of flanking against you guys. Oh, do they now? Do they? He also did this thing, and I confronted him about it this week because I'm still irritated by it. Where he rolled a 1 to miss, and because my guy was standing near his guy, he says he hit my guy instead of the bad guy, and then he rolled again to see if he actually could hit through my armor class, and then because he rolled a 20, he did what's called a critical hit, which is double your normal damage. And so his own teammate he hit for 20 points of damage, and I only have, at the time, I only had like 37 or 38 points of health. And so he took almost 2/3 of my health away as a teammate. Because he's trying to kill my character. Because he is definitely out to get me and the other guy, it feels like. And you think I'm joking, but we probably fought 35 characters, 35 bad guys Tuesday night. One character the entire night attacked his character. One the entire night. Every other character, and fights take like 4-5 turns to complete, and so out of the let's say there were 30, just so it's easier. Well, 35 is not that hard, I guess. So out of the 155 attacks, we'll say, that took place, not that there were 155 attacks, but out of the 155 attacks that the bad guys committed against us, 1 attack was attempted against him. 1 the entire night. That means that 3 other characters took 154 attacks to his 1. And the one that hit him was one of the lesser things well, it didn't even hit him, it missed. Maybe. I know he rolls everything behind his screen so you can't see what he's doing. Because the one time he rolled he told us, well, I'm gonna start rolling out in the open, and so he started rolling out in the open, and he didn't like how he had to follow the rules that were happening, and so one combat happened with his dice being visible, and since then he said he was never doing that again, and all rolls made for either his character or the bad guys, you're supposed to do the bad guys behind the screen in case you need to fudge the numbers if things are too difficult. But I think he fudges them the other way, honestly. Which is fine, whatever. You're gonna be that petty, whatever. I'm just gonna fight my way through whatever you throw out because you haven't been able to stop us so far. See, it's I don't know. He's got such a weird mindset about it because we're two caster classes. I mean, my one character is a cleric, which is spells, but I took a version of a cleric called a war cleric. So all of I mean, I did take the heal spells too, just in case, and I don't use up my spell slots normally, in case. But I tend to lean heavily toward combat spells, and because I don't know, maybe I just instinctually knew he wasn't going to make a very good tank. Seeing as how he chose the only tank class, and he spends most of it hiding around the corners so that people don't hit his character. But yeah. Yep, it was crazy. But yeah, I just couldn't believe it. 155 attacks. It was probably less than that. It was probably more like 100 attacks, and 99 of them were against everyone else. Because not every creature survives the rounds of attacks. In fact, I know that 35 of the attacks that were on that list didn't happen because, like I said, I tend to save my abilities, my super abilities, and so there was one group that basically got killed by one of my spells, and so those 7 did not get to participate in the attacks. He gets really angry too because I use the turn undead ability, which is one of the major cleric abilities, and I've been saving it because the only undead we'd seen so far was skeletons, and I wanted to use it against something bigger. And because we use maps, and we're at the end of the map, we came across a room full of zombies, and so I used it on the zombies, and then he puts out his 8 zombies to attack us, and then I used turn undead, and 7 of them failed their roll to protect against turn, and so 7 of them immediately died. And he's like, "You're just trivializing everything with your characters. You guys are way overpowered." No, we're the appropriate level because we're doing a pre-built campaign, so. Nope, we're the appropriate level for this. This is what it's supposed to look like. I don't know what you want to be happening. But, yeah. Yeah, we finished that Tuesday, so we'll get a new campaign of that started. Probably next Tuesday, maybe. And then I'm actually taking a week off from that the following week, probably. If all goes well, I started this off talking about how busy I was and how next week I'm still trying to schedule out my head. I want to try to get all of my recording done for the following week and not have any recording to do the following week. Which we'll see if I can manage that or not. I I wish I could do. I wish I could do like an extra week's worth of work next week, so I could just take that off too. But I'm not gonna take a week off of work. Uh, I am, however, gonna spread it out over multiple days compared to what I normally do. Because I'm supposed to be having an actual set aside pre-scheduled. Not that it ever works out that way, but supposed to be having the nieces over. Maybe gonna try and finish off Vampire Diaries. I have not seen. We're at the episodes I haven't seen, and so I would like to finish off the thing. Of course, then we have the originals I haven't watched either. So then we'll just have to switch over to that maybe. Gotta get it done. They're getting pretty old. They'll be gone soon. I can't imagine being in college and wanting to come hang out and watch Vampire Diaries with me. Although I guess she's in high school and she still wants to come over and watch Vampire Diaries with me, so. Alright. I guess I got a little more andesite than I needed. Oh no, it's rainy. Okay. Here's an issue. Nope, you know what? It's not an issue. I'll just do a double wall. It's not an issue at all. Oh, it doesn't have to be a double wall. I will just bring the inside back a little bit. I don't know what I want to do here though. Some kind of stairway, I'm guessing. Probably should use some I don't know what. Should I use quartz stairs or what's that stuff called? Nether brick. I don't know. Alright, with that, click like, subscribe, share, and catch the next one. I will talk to you later.